Ashley, what's the next topic?
All right, next up is Abel Contreras. It was announced yesterday that Alamo Draft House is going to start doing an unlimited movie subscription. How does this program differ from AMC's subscription service? Since the Draft House's plan is unlimited, will it fail like Moviepass did when it was also unlimited?
You know, this is actually pretty exciting stuff to me, and something that we've been predicting. Alamo Draft House, which, full disclosure, I have some fundamental problems with the Alamo Draft House. However, despite those fundamental problems I have with them, they have been an innovator in the exhibition industry. They really have. And they create a really good, positive movie-going industry. And actually, out of all the movie exhibitors out there, this includes AMC, Regal, no cinema chain has taken better steps to remove in-movie distractions. Like, if you pull out your cell phone in a movie, they will throw your ass out of the theater. And they're unapologetic about it, and I love that. And I think more people need to take that. Anyway, when AMC came out with A-List, and of course for a very long time Cineworld has been doing this overseas. When AMC came out with A-List, I still contend it's the greatest thing to happen to film fandom ever, maybe. This thing is great. And we've also recognized that since Cineworld now owns Regal, that it's only a matter of time before Regal comes out with theirs. Cinemark already has a very nice little movie club membership as well. Alamo Drafthouse has now announced. Now, basically, their plan is not completely dissimilar to AMC's. It is $20 a month. It gets you unlimited movies to go to any time. AMC's is limited to 3 movies a week, but less than 1% of the population is ever going to go to more than 3 movies per week. I've never run out, like found myself maxed out with my AMC A-List, and I go to a lot of movies. But it's essentially, in spirit, it's essentially the same sort of thing. How it differs, again, you're not limited to just 3 movies a week, but then again, that's not really a big issue. And like AMC, you're limited to AMC theaters, Rob. You are limited to just Alamo Drafthouse theaters, and they are expanding. Right. They're a growing thing. Now, here's the actual thing that came out. This is from the report in the Hollywood Reporter talking about this new move on the part of Alamo Drafthouse. The Austin, Texas-based movie chain is the latest after an embattled Moviepass. AMC stubs A-List, Cinemark Movie Club, and Cineworld with its unlimited pass to offer its own movie ticket subscription service and promise cheaper visits to the local multiplex. The Alamo Season Pass is to offer unlimited access to movies as well as the ability to reserve seats in advance, as is typical of other industry offerings. So you can see there in many, many ways, it's very much like the AMC A-List card. And I think, even though this is just basically the same thing that AMC is doing, it's awesome. Because, as I said, I believe the AMC A-List offering is the best thing to happen to movie fandom in a long time. And now that other theaters are adopting this as well, because they wanted to all sit back and just see how is this working out for AMC. They're the first penguin in the water. See if there's any seals down there eating the penguins when they jump in. Water's good? Okay. Now they're coming in. You know, this year's, at some point this year, Regal's going to introduce theirs. I think this is fabulous. A $20 a month thing to be able to go back to the movies. I've said for a long time, Rob, that the number one problem that the movie industry is facing is the basic notion that it just costs too damn much these days to go to the movies on a regular basis. It just costs too damn much to go to the movies on a regular basis. And that, I believe, has needed to be the fundamental thing they've needed to address. Because instead of going, oh, maybe we should think of ways to make it less expensive, the last 4 or 5 years, you know what the brain trust of this industry has done? They go, oh, we're generating less money. What should we do? I know. Increase prices to make up for the lost revenue, which drives more customers away. So they go, oh, we've lost revenue again. Let's raise prices again to make up for lost revenue, which then in turn pushes more people out. This movie subscription philosophy, this Netflix philosophy, if you will, when it comes to the movie theaters, has brought affordability to it. It's brought an enthusiasm to it. I think it's the greatest thing ever, and I love seeing that Alamo Drafthouse has jumped up on this as well. Anyway, Rob, you've taken a look at this. Do you share my optimism, or do you think I'm being a little bit too optimistic about this?
Well, I actually share your optimistic appraisal of the situation. No, let me just say, John, it's funny because yesterday, Moviepass announced that they're going back to a uncapped subscription, but with caveats, and only for annual pass holders, and I was one, and then they screwed me again and again and again and again and again. Now they're like, oh wait, look, I have become I was a movie snob. Here in LA, we have the ArcLight cinemas, which I'm a big fan of. But that said, over the last years, AMC has really stepped up their game. And Alamo Draft House was this mythical place in Austin, Texas, and they've slowly been expanding across this great land of ours, and they're here in LA now too. And I think it's fantastic. And what really is interesting about these subscription plans is it makes you excited to be a member of these places.
Yes.
It's always,
yes.
You know, I go into an AMC theater. I was hanging out in Burbank a lot last week, and I went to the theater quite a few times. And between the Dolby cinemas that AMC has, between their, even though it's not real IMAX, but the IMAX presentations, their refreshment stands, the fact that all through the corridors they have these big murals of Hollywood's past. It's just kind of exciting to go into an AMC theater, like it's exciting to go into an Alamo Draft House. You feel that the owners of these companies care about their consumers. And you feel like you're going somewhere. Look, I've been very impressed with AMC's projection and sound, which is all I really care about when I see a movie. But this added benefit of these memberships, just it shows that it fosters a real desire. Like, I want to go back to that theater. I want to go back to the Alamo Draft House. I want to enjoy the experience of going to the movies. And these you know, I grew up watching theater chains just turn to shit, you know, and they wouldn't put bulbs that were bright enough in their projectors, and they didn't care about the sound. But it's great to see the Alamo Draft House and AMC care not just about projection and sound and food and refreshments, but their customers by providing these kinds of perks with the A-list, with what Alamo Draft House is going to add. It's exciting to me, and good on them.
All right. Okay. With that being said, guys, what do you think about this whole movie subscription thing? Does this excite you? Does this, like, not just for what's happening right now, but what the future could hold for the cinema going experience? Jump down in the comments section below and let us know your thoughts.